Hey guys, it's Everything Cards, and today I've got a deck review on the Lost Wax deck from Art of Play. Alright, so like I said, this deck was produced by Art of Play. It's got their classic box, and it also has a custom gold seal with their logo on it, and so that's pretty cool. The box is fairly standard other than that. Let's get into the cards. Actually, before I start, I should say kind of what this deck was modeled after. So basically the idea behind this deck comes from 14th to 15th century and on West African societies. So basically in these societies, a lot of times the upper class, the rulers and the kings would often display these lost wax plaques of kind of sculptures, and they would display them in their courtyards. And that's kind of what this deck was modeled after. So you can see it in the Jokers. They've got kind of this sculpture-ish looking design that definitely looks really nice, and it goes along with the rest of the face cards as well. So that's kind of the overall idea behind this deck. It's got some more information on this card and then an ad card for Art of Play. Let's get into the faces a little more, and you can see the design throughout as well. So this is the Ace of Spades. It's gold, which also goes along with the theme of gold. So West African societies traded a lot of gold, and you can definitely kind of get the feeling of royalty and, I don't know, kind of expensive stuff with this deck. But this deck is not too expensive itself. Pretty available. I think it's about $15 on Art of Play. I'll leave the link in the description box if you want to go check it out, which I highly suggest you do. So these are the court cards. Very similar to the Jokers. Again, goes along with the sculpture idea. I think they look awesome. It's an overall really kind of cool feeling that you get from this deck. It all works together very well. And you can hardly see this, but in the background there's kind of this light bluish gray design in the back, and it looks a lot cooler in person, I will say. But yeah, these are the cards. The number cards are fairly standard. But I think that I don't mind that at all. I think it all just works together very well. Okay, so here's a look at the back design. As you can tell, it's borderless, which might annoy some of you because it's kind of hard to hide some slights with borderless cards, but also some slights become a lot easier with borderless cards. For example, gambling slights and passes are very easy to hide with borderless cards. Regardless of how you feel on that, I think this back design is beautiful. I think it looks really cool. It's got these, I don't know if you can see that, but there are these gold triangles every pattern on the yellow. This is hard to describe. Where the yellow diamonds are, the big ones, all the way down, there are these gold things in the middle that shine, the metallic inks. So that looks really nice. And again, it's another thing that looks, you'll catch on better in person. And because of the borderless design, these look really cool in spreads, and they also look really cool in fans. You can definitely see the design really well. And I've been playing with these cards basically non-stop for quite a few days, and they still fan really nice. They're holding up really well, and I've got no complaints about the handling. The stock feels very sturdy, a bit thicker than a normal bicycle stock, and so I think it's going to last you a bit longer, and they feel really nice. So that's basically all I have to say about the Lost Wax deck. I really like the design. I can come and use this a lot with my gambling slights, and you could totally play cards with these. Yeah, so if you really like the look, which I totally do, I would definitely go suggest checking these out. They handle really nice, and I've basically got no complaints about them. So that's my review on the Lost Wax deck. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.